this story right here actually irritates me more than a little bit because we're living in a society, we live in a society, right? Where women get preferential treatment in education, in hiring, in promotions to artificially boost the vagina to penis ratio in these corporations. Women keep getting preferential treatment. They get everything handed to them while complaining about how oppressed they are at the expense of much harder working and more qualified men. And what do once they get it? A lawyer who quit to become an OnlyFans performer says she now makes more money and is happier. Yeah. So she was likely pushed ahead of more qualified dudes to become a lawyer. And she was living the dream, right? And then she realized, I don't want this anymore. I'll just go back to the world's oldest profession. Less than 6 months after getting her first job as an attorney, Jasmine Jafar quits to become a full-time OnlyFans creator. OnlyFans creator, yeah. Not a performer this time? Her legal role paid $75,000 a year, but the 27-year-old made that much in February alone and has made $180,000 in the first 3 months of this year through OnlyFans. Now, I wonder what's going to happen when she hits the wall, though, and her OnlyFans vanishes. So to protect her privacy, the OnlyFans performer uses the name Jasmine Jafar, a play on Princess Jasmine and Jafar, character from Disney movie Aladdin. And there are almost 1,200 posts and 2,200 videos on her OnlyFans profile, which features daily live streams for $7 a month. I mean, everyone knows what she looks like. Now, oddly enough, you want to know what a nice way to figure out where these women's live is? Because OnlyFans has a feature where you can block like all your profile and videos from appearing in certain locations. So I think this is how a lot of high schoolers have found, like when their teachers have OnlyFans, or like when their fellow students' moms have OnlyFans. A lot of times they were able to find them by like VPNing to another state and seeing what's visible that previously wasn't and doing a bit more snooping. Because actually, that feature exists for a reason, right? It's like, you don't want people in your local area being able to find your OnlyFans. But the irony is that itself has become a dead giveaway, Like if you compare what's visible to you from your area and then from a VPN looking at your area, oops, can't hide anymore. So Insider has viewed documentation verifying her real identity, her previous employer, and her earnings. Now we're gonna know who's gonna be blamed when it gets leaked. So Jafar said she spent most of her life following a path her Middle Eastern parents set out for her. She had passed the bar exam and went to a job interview hoping she wouldn't get a position because she didn't want to pursue a legal career, but went through it to appease her family. Now, actually, this one, I'm actually kind of sympathetic with her on this one. Like, this is a legitimate problem that a lot of cultures have. Like, the parents force their wishes on their children. Like, the kids want to do something completely different, but the parents don't care. They're like, no, you're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna be a lawyer. You're gonna do this. I failed to become a doctor. Now you're gonna live my dream for me. If she grew up in that kind of environment, I can't really blame her for turning out the way she did, I guess. So before my future was so laid out, I had a great, long, stable legal career in the works. I hated the thought of the future. The content creator who posts nude photos and videos on the platform launched her OnlyFans account early current year -1 before joining the law firm in October that year. Oh, so she was already hoeing herself out before she even did the lawyer thing. She then moonlighted as a content creator to boost her earnings and eventually quit her legal career in March of current year. Oh, -1. Ah, dude. I don't blame her for that. I will always suggest have a side hustle. That's definitely a recommendation. But try to have a side hustle that wouldn't so destroy your reputation. I mean, even what I do, it might get me fired. It might make it harder to find employment in my field, depending on how prevalent people are, making sure that my name stays out there. But I don't think I'd lose any of the relationships I have over this. Yeah, I was working at the law firm during the day, and at night I would come home and film content. After a hard day's work, they crank one out to relieve some stress, film it, and get paid for it. I'll admit, I'm kind of jealous. If I could get paid for tubing, I'd be a millionaire right now. I'd film all weekends too. It was always awkward going into the office Monday, and colleagues would ask how I spent the weekend. I'd say just relaxing indoors when I was really filming myself sucking dildos or whatever. So basically, what you'd be doing if you weren't filming it, except you get paid for it. So I guess I can respect that. Oh man, Jafar works 10 hours a day at the law firm despite now putting in longer hours. She says she's happier. I mean, if I got paid to wank for 10 hours a day, hmm. So she said that her family was shocked when she told them about being an OnlyFans creator. While they don't approve, Jafar said that they still love her. Well, as long as you keep sending money to them, they'll still love you. The world is really changing. The traditional career paths are not what they used to be, which is true. So back in the day, jobs like lawyer, engineer, or doctor were what brought you money and stability. Now with the internet, there's endless possibilities with what you can do. You can definitely get the money, but you actually have to work if you want stability online. That's the hard part. So she said that the decision to quit being a lawyer was never about the money, but that OnlyFans was a vehicle for escaping a career that she was not happy in. Well, doesn't have to be. I mean, it could have just been you trying to take a hobby and get paid for it. So many people don't realize a lot of lawyers are miserable. That's true for everybody. And I'm told I'm crazy with leaving a job to be a sex worker, but it's not. It's only people that have glamorized view of being a lawyer that don't understand my decision. No, it's also people that understand that the lifespan, at least the lifespan of the career of a sex worker is not very long. Like, unless you're one of the lucky ones and you do your plastic surgery just right, you could eventually like fall into the GILF category. You're probably not going to be doing this for much longer. You're already 27. The wall is already upon you. How long do you think you can? I mean, at least if you were a lawyer, you could do that for like 50 years. Like that's where the advantage comes in. Yeah, so like we talked about earlier, the stability. I would argue there isn't much stability with online careers. There's a lot of money though if you play your cards right. Jafar now wants to advocate for sex workers' rights and branch out to other forms of content creation. She started a YouTube channel which she uses her legal knowledge and by unofficially helping OnlyFans creators review their contracts if they have agents. I can respect that too. So many people get suckered. I mean, that's actually one of the biggest issues with Face Clan, isn't it? You know, they woo in all of these young up and coming content creators and trick them into taking really horrible deals. So my goal is to break some of the stigma and stereotypes surrounding sex work and show people it's not a last resort, she said. For me, it's a first resort because I have a well-paid job that I could have done the rest of my life. I chose this because I wanted freedom and happiness. Yeah. And by the way, if she actually plays her cards right, if she's smart and she realizes she can only do this for a few years and saves money correctly, she's probably going to be fine. Something tells me that may not be the case, though.